and then blew Buscetta out in the last one. And this does look like a step up for him against a man who's got a decent record, albeit against relatively low-key opposition.
Decent record indeed, and obviously being based in America, he'll have been sparring in some good gyms out there, but this is an impressive start again.
Bernath is starting to feel the power and the weight of those Itauma punches.
Yeah, he means business here, doesn't he, Itauma? He started quickly. Oh, good shot!
Brilliant punch. Short, sharp, effective. The first knockdown, this short, sharp punch that had Bernath down, taking account. It's not much more than a jab. It's a bit more than that, but it certainly carried some sting.
Yeah, it's a sharp jab indeed, isn't it? So it's a jab. It's not a light jab, it's with power. Let's have a look at it here. What a punch that was.
But it certainly sent the message.
Yeah, accuracy, and another one there. That was a super left-hand pledge.
Looking for the big finish, Itauma, looking for another first-round stoppage. And he's desperate to get back to work, with Bernath clinging on at the moment for dear life. Brilliant electric start, brilliant uppercut, right hook as well. Bernath all over the place, and John Latham steps in. And he seems to get better and better. He's powerful, he's destructive, and he might just be the future of this heavyweight division. He's 6-0, and Moses Itauma.
Number 1, our referee in charge, John Latham, stops the contest. Therefore, your winner by way of technical knockout, and still undefeated, Moses Itauma.
Okay, lads, when I say stop, you stop boxing. When I say break, take a step back. Keep your hands up, protect yourself at all times. Good luck to you both. Good luck.
Apparently Moses Itauma and his team don't spend too long worrying about the opponent at this stage in his career, just as well in this case, because until Tuesday night they were in against a different man. But Michael Boloz fills the breach, and the question is how long he can stay in the show tonight.
Oh, he's come out on that front foot, hasn't he, Itauma, looking for a first-round knockout, just like in his last contest. And a fast start indeed from Moses Itauma.
Oh, that's a great left hook. He's gone. This is going to be a very short night's work indeed, I think.
What a punch that was, Paul, that left hand. Super shot, Boloz. This is the first knockdown coming up, so Boloz just on the outside here. But watch Itauma, left hand. Wasn't recovered from it, his legs go, and what a punch it was. Have a look, there it is there. So it's actually like a left hand over the top, whips it round, bang on the button, bang on his chin, and Boloz was in all sorts of trouble and probably never recovered from that shot if with speed and accuracy and the powers there.
Tried to find an angle or two. Boloz backward in a straight line, inviting the trouble. He's brave, but he's completely outgunned. It has to be stopped quickly, and it's stopped very quickly indeed here tonight by Lee Every. Add that one to the list. Moses Itauma. Nice try, Boloz. It's over.
Then he gets him on the ropes. Look at this work here, to the body, to the head, switching the attack, misses with the shot there, screw shot went in there, left hand, right up to the body, and down he goes again. Just good work, Paul, isn't it? You know, switching the attack, misses that one. What's that for a screw shot? There it was there. Another left hand went in, and also a right hook downstairs to the body. But I don't think he was recovered from the first knockdown.
Therefore, your winner by TKO, and still undefeated, Moses Itauma!
Okay, gents, listen, when I tell you to break, you take a step back immediately. Keep your punches up, obey my commands, and protect yourselves at all times. Good luck to you both, gentlemen. Touch gloves.
So Moses Itauma has a few things going on tonight, stepping up to 8 rounds for the first time as a professional, here with a new trainer tonight in Alan Smith, and in with a man twice his age in the opposite corner, 38-year-old Dan Garber from Bradford. Itauma is perfect, 7 wins from 7 fights, and for obvious reasons, Richie, we're all following his career with real interest.
Yeah, he's a talented boxer indeed, isn't he? Very, very skillful, great amateur, and very young. So Dan Garber's come in very late notice, hasn't he? So, you know, he'll just try and survive a few rounds here. Let's get it right. But let's see how Itauma carries on, and straight away he goes with that left hand.
Yeah, left hand straight through, arrowing over the top just to slip no count at this point. Don't take your eyes off him, don't blink. His 5 stoppages have all been in the first round. He's been the distance twice, Itauma, but the stoppage victories have all been before the bell has sounded to end the first round. And let's jump. There's Garber just walking on to another one. Let's just make the point that he only took this fight on Monday, so fair play to him. His hands are getting quicker, he's got destructive power, and he's having a real thought there. Mark Bates about stepping in, he's going to let it go. The end feels close. Itauma putting his punches together. He's a great finisher, we know that. Just backs off here to be a little bit more patient, just when we thought the referee was going to jump in and stop it. There's a chopping left hand, and at the moment he can't miss, can he?
No, he can't indeed. It all started off with when actually Garber made an attack, and Moses Itauma caught him with a lovely left-hand counter, but it's every shot he seems to be throwing, he seems to be hitting the target, and yes, keeps peppering with the jab, but you're just waiting for that big left hand to land.
He's got really fast hands, he's a really good finisher, and every time we see him, the body shape is changing as well. He's got a new coach tonight in Alan Smith, a massive future, and he's really going about his work impressively here in the first round.
Just setting it up behind the jab. There's again that left-hand counter as Garber comes forward. His lead hand was just a little bit too low, made the mistake, and Itauma just catches him with a super shot again. You can't afford to make those type of mistakes against Moses Itauma. A very quick counter puncher with that left hand indeed.
Still around a minute to go in the first. Garber walked onto a right hand there as well, a really sharp, fast, short right hand that caught him flush. There's another one in his own corner, clubbing left. And the referee's having a look again, and he calls it off. Bates calls a hold to it. It's another first round stoppage for Moses Itauma. And there was a real sense of inevitability from the moment the opening bell rung. Nothing that Garber could do to keep him off, and Moses Itauma gets another first round stoppage.
Timing, perfect counter punch, keeps him in this corner here. Okay, that one misses the target, but the referee's already made up his mind. There's not a lot coming back, and the referee, I think, he's right in what he's done there. That's a clipping shot, high on the temple, good punch. This one misses, that misses the target, but the referee's already seen enough. Nothing coming back. I'm not going to argue with that.
Your referee calls a halt to this contest. Therefore, your winner by TKO, Moses Itauma.
Right, lads, you both know the rules, so let's just have a good, clean fight, okay? Most of all, remember to defend yourselves at all times, all right? Just gloves.
Here we go, then the show rolls on for Itauma. Last 5 fights have lasted 6 rounds. 4 first round stoppages. Could be different here tonight, depending on what Marius Wach is in here. Itauma, the man Tyson Fury called the future of the heavyweight division, that was once that himself. He had the dream of becoming a heavyweight champion all those years ago. Wanted to be the first man to lift it, wanted to carry on the good work he did, the groundwork that Andrew Galata laid in the late 90s. But he didn't manage to get anywhere close to it, although he had his moments, and he certainly worried Vladimir Klitschko. But this will be a notch on his record, this, Itauma, if he gets this guy out.
If he can get rid of Wach early or at any stage in a fight, I think it's a big statement. I mean, the world heavyweight division is already on notice about how good Itauma is. I'm just looking across ringside here and I see Alexander Usyk watching with keen interest, because it may not be too far away before this kid's an opponent of his.
Yeah, the demeanor remains calm, relaxed, his focus is on the goal. His ability to make it is undiminished. Talking about the current champions being in their 30s and saying, listen, once they're coming to the end of their career, I reckon I'll be able to take them all. I think it's quite plain to see that Wach has clearly loaded on a bit of weight over the last couple of years. And there may be a lot of target there, but there's also a lot of target to absorb in the first place. And you look at the people that beat him, you know, it was only Povetkin in the following 5 years after that. He spent a long time in his career where he wasn't getting beaten. That all, of course, changed back in November 2017. Since he's only won 5 fights since then.
At a point, he was probably seen as a bit of a gatekeeper for world level.
Yeah.
I'd say at this stage of his career, he's probably a gatekeeper for European level. But again, like we've said, I think if Moses Itauma, that was a lovely shot. If he can get rid of someone like Mariusz Wach at any stage in the fight, I think it's a statement.
Again, not taking any major risk, but again the speed being shown to the full effect. Again, switching from head to body, and Wach is forced to cover up on the ropes here.
And that was what was really good about that combination. He was going forward, but he was going up and down to the body and head.
He didn't know where the attacks were coming from then, but
something else that I've learned about Moses over the last few months is apparently he is a real student of the game. Like, always watches boxing, always watches the old fighters, studies it flat out. He knows what he wants to do in this game. He knows he wants to be a world champion. And I think the kid will do everything he can to make sure he achieves his dream.
yeah, and he isn't in a hurry. I want a step-by-step approach, he said. And that was a little open. And down to the right, and he goes. Big statement from a big punch.
This is a big man. He just knocked. Look at the size of Wach. He just put him over there like it was nothing. And the problem with that for Wach is he's no idea what's happening. When the kids punch it from all angles, you're getting nailed to the body, and then one's coming over the top and landing on your ear. This kid has it all in front of him. British boxing's not in a bad place at the minute, is it, Tim?
Yeah, he wanted out of there at that point, I think, because he knew that there was no way back. Feel the power, delivered the power, and he might end this before the end of this round here.
Plenty of time left.
And there's been a look of genuine fear in the eyes of that since the start of this fight, and he cannot fend his man off, and the referee is going to stop it, and rightly so. That was taking considerable punishment, and there was nothing coming back. It's another very, very brief viewing of the future of the heavyweight division. Unnecessary punishment. It was a good decision by the referee to step in, but what a performance. Rhythm, symmetry, sumptuous display of punching power from Moses Itauma.
Like we've said this, it really was a statement. To win this fight, you know, and do it so quickly, massive, massive statement. I think the world heavyweight scene is already on notice of this kid. They all know about him, they all know who he is. I think they'll all be a little bit more concerned after watching that.
And he doesn't make blasé statements.
Winner by way of technical knockout, still undefeated, and still WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Moses Itauma.
Boxing world turns, of course, and we turn our attention to the heavyweight division. The Americans used to run it, of course, back in the 70s, 80s and 90s. He returns 154 days after blowing away the decent Dempsey McKean.
Right, lads, you expect from you both, you obey instructions at all times. When I tell you to break, you both break. Defend yourselves at all times, and the best luck to you both. Touch gloves.
Professional fight number 12 for the thrilling Moses Itauma. He's yet to lose anything, amateur or pro. The Kent southpaw who carries sharp shooting power, skills, and he's dealing so well with the immense pressure and expectation on those young shoulders. The building blocks are being put in place, and he's in with a hard-hitting but aging and a tad vulnerable Mike Balogun. And Frank George and Francis Warren want Itauma to showcase in front of different audiences. So here he is in Glasgow and getting that southpaw jab off to a very nice start to the body.
So fast, so quick with his reactions, not just the delivery of shots, but the way he glides in and out of range, but always feinting, always trying to find the openings. Balogun, as you say, can be vulnerable, but there are 16 KOs. You know, if he wants to have a chance here, it's trying to land that left hand of his. Starting the contest brightly, but it won't be long until we see the power from Itauma.
The power and class. You were so impressed, weren't you, out in Riyadh, Barry?
Well, he's just fantastic the way he sets the shots up and also the angle of attack. You know, for a big guy, you can't move your body that way. You're not supposed to move your body the way that he does. You know, he moves like a middleweight with the power of a heavyweight.
That left hand already just slightly troubles Balogun. He goes to the body too, Moses Itauma. Remember, Murat Gassiev did him in 2, and he might want it in 1. Carl said it earlier, and he's going for it. Thunderous left hand, and down goes the American inside the opening minute and a half, and he looks to his corner as if to say, what just hit me? Will he get out? It's very late. John Latham has a good look. Well, he's done well just to get up, really. Balogun, he could have sat it out, but the pride got him up. He just about scraped to the count. It was touch and go.
What was impressive about it, he threw the left hand twice for the backhand we call it from the southpaw stance. Threw one, didn't land cleanly, threw a second one, and no one that very rarely does that.
But at the moment, he's just got to take care of business, which he's doing very nicely, and that jab working a treat.
And because he knows he has the power and the timing to get your, he knows he didn't have to rush anything. He could have gone for the finish here and probably got it.
He just looked down at the timekeeper there, Moses Itauma, waiting for the bell to ring. Cool, relaxed, lovely fella outside of the ring, and that was spectacular, absolutely devastating. And can he make it this time? The count's at 9. Brave man, Mike Balogun from the States, up twice from heavy knockdowns, the second especially, and he's going for it. Fair play to him, Barry.
What a great effort there from Balogun. He was done there. He's to get up and recover. That's some super.
Oh, another right hand, and there's no way the fight should continue. It is finished in the second round. Moses Itauma lights up Glasgow.
So look at that. Okay, do you know what that is? Composure. Because the guy's rushing at him. He's got such a calm demeanour at home, and he did that. No panic. He's a little half a step back and sees it all. Because he stays calm, it gives him a better vision than most other fighters.
Ring intelligence, moves like a middleweight, and punches every bit of a heavyweight. What a combination.
Still undefeated and still WBO Intercontinental and WBA International Heavyweight Champion, Moses Itauma.